Hi guys, it's Nathan from Notifier, and I'm going to walk you through the Notifier platform today. I'll give a bit of background information about why I built this particular tool, how it can benefit you, and I'll give a few sort of use cases. We'll also walk through every single feature that Notifier offers, just to maybe give you a few examples of how you can use the tool in your marketing strategy. So the background story behind Notifier is that I was previously running a very successful software as a service company, and any other website owner is going to know exactly what I'm talking about here. Really, you have sort of multiple different tools and sort of plugins implemented into your site. For example, some very popular ones would be sort of Monster for collecting email addresses and sort of lead magnets, sumo.com for sort of social sharing or maybe AdList, useproof for something like sort of social proof. And then if you're an e-commerce store, you might be using, for example, countdown timers and delivering sort of coupon codes and checkout abandonment tools. And then you also want to be using sort of things further down the funnel, for example, for onboarding customers to your sort of platform or software. You want to be delivering sort of in-app messages to engage with visitors and educate new users on your software. You're probably also using a sort of referral marketing system and maybe some type of tool for collecting reviews and feedback on your app. So all in all, most websites end up with maybe 6, 7, or 8 different plugins on your website, which means you're learning how to use potentially 8 different marketing tools. You're paying out 8 different software subscriptions, and also you're affecting sort of website performance quite significantly if you're loading all of these different scripts and external products on your website. So that is how I came up with the initial idea behind Notifier, a sort of all-in-one platform to cover the full customer lifecycle, starting from acquisition to tools for increasing conversion rates and increasing sales and collecting leads, to activation for onboarding new customers and getting them to sort of actually use your product, then revenue tools for optimizing revenue, reducing failed payments, upselling existing customers, retention for reducing customer churn, and particularly in a sort of subscription business, this is the number one sort of startup killer. So we build out tools to help you retain your existing customers, and referrals, which is equally important for sort of viral growth. And we build out sort of referral marketing tools. And finally, feedback, I think, is also an incredibly powerful tool. Whilst it's not directly related to growth, to actually understand your visitors, deliver sort of on-site surveys to understand why people aren't converting into customers, is an incredibly valuable tool that can lead to sort of quite significant growth. In my opinion, there's nothing more powerful than understanding your users, reservations they have, issues that they're trying to solve, and this can help you build a better product, which is going to lead to further growth. So rather than needing to use a suite of different tools, like I said, maybe 8 different tools, we've built everything into one platform. So you only need one website plugin, one subscription. In fact, Notifier is completely free to get started with. We work on a freemium business model, so you don't even need to pay anything to get started. And this is a very unique approach to this, and there's no other tool on the market which offers as many different website marketing tools as we do. So we're in a very unique position here. So I'll walk you through the dashboard straight away and give you some sort of example campaigns. So this is our setup flow. It's incredibly fast to get started with a campaign. And already we're in. So here we'll launch the campaign straight away. I'm going to choose the marketing tools we'd like to use. So these are all different, what we call kits, and they're split up into different sections. So acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, and referrals. So from here, you can see all the tools that we have available. We're releasing on average 3 to 4 new tools per week. So this is updated quite regularly. We'd simply select the widgets that we would like to add onto the website. I'll walk you through every single tool that we have available, and we'll go ahead and start customizing So conversion feed is our most popular tool. When you go to customize each widget, this is the installation panel that you're presented with. It's exactly the same for all tools that we have, so it's very easy to get started. So from here, this is a live demo and it updates in real time. So we can change the text here. This is our sort of social proof tool, and by using this tool alone, we're displaying real-time activity that actions people are taking on your website, and we then display this back on the landing page, and we were able to increase our conversion rates by 33% of website visitor to free trial signups using social proof alone. So in this example, we're saying, Dave, here, this is just fallback text in case we can't collect someone's name. So we'll say a marketer, and we'll capture the visitor's IP address when they sign up. So we'll display their actual location. And here we're saying recently signed up for Notifier. We're choosing where to display the tool. So in this case, we'll display it on our homepage. And we're also choosing where to capture from. So in this case, we're going to capture from when a user submits our sign up form. We will Notifier will capture this information for you and display it back on your homepage. A few examples of other ways we could use this is perhaps we could capture when someone signs up for our blog, when someone joins a newsletter, we can display this back as a notification to everyone else who visits the website. Then here we're going to choose where we wish to display the notification. So we're going to choose the bottom left-hand corner of our website. Save it, and as you can see, we've got a green tick, so changes have now been completed. Next up, we'll talk about email collection and lead generation tools. So this, for example, is our standard email collection widget. Here we can adjust the title text, so 20% off, and we can, for example, we can make this a link, change the size of the headline text. You can add in emojis. It's completely customizable, so literally the only limitation here is your imagination. Join our newsletter and receive a 20% discount code to your inbox. We also can customize placeholder text, and sort of with GDPR regulations, you can display a agree to privacy policy before the user is able to submit the form, so you're protecting yourself there legally. We have another different style here, and we're going to be releasing several more over the coming weeks, so you'll see those when you access the platform. From here, we choose where to display. I'll give you a few examples. For example, we could display URL contains blog, and this is going to display on all of our URLs that contain the title blog. So it will display literally just on our blog. We could also do URL contains and do UTM source equals Facebook. So this way, anyone traffic that comes from Facebook is going to be displayed this notification, or for example, if you have specific parameters within your web application, we could do new user, and this way we're only going to display a campaign to a new user. And we have 3 different triggers: exit intent, so when a user goes to abandon the website, we'll trigger this, has been on page for say 30 seconds. Or on our blog, for example, when a user scrolls 70% down the page, we choose to display this widget. Then you choose the location of your page you want to display on. And finally, where you want to send the data through. So I could send this through to my email address, or we could use webhooks. If you're using an email automation tool, if they accept incoming webhooks, we can fire the data directly over to them. Or you can use our Zapier integration, send the webhook to Zapier, and then you can fire the data across to, I think, about 1,600 different applications. Hit save, and we have now got a green button, so we're now set up properly. Conversion summary is just a total summary. So for example, viewed this product in the past 7 days, or if we're hosting a webinar or perhaps promoting a special offer, we do claim this offer in the past 7 days. Choose where to display. and what page you want to capture this data from, and as always, save from there. Call to action card is quite an interesting tool for making sort of feature announcements, perhaps driving traffic from your blog post to your latest blog post, or perhaps driving traffic from a blog to sign up. And we've also used it before for promoting webinars. If I'm hosting a webinar, we'll display this on our landing page. Or again, if you want to get creative, if you're using perhaps sort of a Facebook marketing campaign, you could do contains Facebook. If you're adding this in your tracking code, we'll pick this up, and you could say welcome from Facebook, or however you wanted to do it. Yeah. Callback widget. This is more targeted for sort of sales teams. So, for example, we could say get a callback, receive a callback in 5 minutes, and then the user is going to see this pop up. They can submit their phone number. We could send this directly through to your sales team's email, or we could submit this data to your sort of CRM, perhaps if you're using sort of close.io or some other voice over internet protocol sort of calling system, and we can fire this data directly over there, and it will automatically be added to your CRM. Triggered notification. This is just for making sort of small announcements. For example, in the past, we've used this tool when perhaps we have a bug and we're rolling out sort of server updates. We can display like a warning sign. Sorry, my spelling's gone. We're updating our servers. And this is going to appear just in maybe sort of in the bottom center corner. If you want to make some new announcements as well, we can always attach a link. And this is going to now be a clickable link. So we also use it for sort of cookie policies and sort of privacy policies. This is a great way to do that. And again, we're just going to choose the trigger. Let's say has been on page for 3 seconds, position in bottom center, done. Automated messages are sort of built-in onboarding and sort of communication tool. So in this, we can upload a custom image, which will then be updated here in just a second. Hello, welcome to Notify. To get started, please install your script. And then, for example, we could just turn this into a hyperlink. And then under show on all pages, we can do URL contains new user. And whenever a new user signs up for our page, we will trigger this notification to them, just pointing them in the right direction to get started. So obviously you can literally write whatever you want here, be as creative as you want, and use this across your application. You can also use it on your home page. Okay, notification bar is going to appear, sorry, my face is covering this, in the bottom corner. It's going to be a sticky menu that follows the user as they scroll through the page. Again, very good for sort of making product announcements and driving traffic to specific areas of your website. Welcome bar, if anyone's familiar with sort of hello bar or other sort of sticky bar menus that appear at the top of the page, for example, we can do a 20% sale today only. Get started. Or yeah, you could perhaps provide a discount code. 20 today. And we're also going to be adding in more sort of customization here. For example, we could add in a countdown timer just to let people know that it's only a 24-hour promotion, and it will count down to sort of leverage the fear of missing out and promote people to actually turn into sales for your business. And we're also looking to do other customizations, for example, linking out to your social profiles up here, or perhaps displaying a phone number. if you offer sort of sales support. So these are other sort of things that we'll be rolling out over the next few weeks. This is actually my favorite tool, and using this tool alone, we were able to double the number of visitors that turned into free trial signups. So before we had a conversion rate of 1.8%, and going off the feedback I received from this tool, I was able to turn that into a 3.6% conversion rate, so literally doubling our conversion rate. So what we do with this is show on all pages, and you want to display this preferably when a user hasn't taken any action. So in this case, if I display it on my landing page, it means a user hasn't signed up for application, they haven't visited another page and gone on to take further steps. We use exit intent to trigger, so when they go to abandon the website after not signing up for a free account, we're going to ask them, why didn't you sign up today? So I don't understand it, I don't need it, I'm not convinced the product works, it's too expensive, I don't want to think about it, we'll explore this in future, or I need more information. And we received 100 survey submissions, and we found 37 of them said, I don't understand it. And 23 submissions, I believe, said, I need more information. So going off this, we know that more than 50% of our users didn't understand the product and they felt they needed more information. So this clearly shows us that our users didn't understand what we were communicating and the value in the product. So going off of this, I completely redesigned the landing page. I redesigned all of the copy on the landing page. I gave previews of our dashboard so users could see the actual widgets and tools that we offer. And simply doing these adjustments alone, we doubled the number of website visitors that created an account with us. So it was a very big win. So yeah, that is why it is literally my favorite tool. Large call to action. This is very good on perhaps on a blog for sort of driving traffic from your blog over to your product page. It works sort of very well for us. And the other thing to do is for sort of promotions, 20% off today only. And yeah, change the links for each of the buttons. And so when a user clicks this, we'll also change the sign up text. Get started. Sorry, my spelling's gone. Get started. Save and done. Coupon code is a very new tool that we've released. It's particularly focused for sort of e-commerce stores. So get 20% off, and here we're displaying the actual coupon code, and they can click get coupon and copy the code. And then it's perhaps you could use this to sort of reduce checkout abandonment. So if the URL contains checkout, we'll do exit intent. So if a user is visiting your checkout page and they then go to abandon the website, we'll display this pop-up, perhaps in the center of your page, and it's making them a special offer and hopefully retaining them as a customer. So obviously you can upload your own image as always. Perhaps you want to upload an image of your product and in particular the product that they're sort of checking out with, and would be a very good idea. Social share tools are for increasing referrals, SEO and website traffic. So for example, enjoying our blog, we'd love it if you share us, and then you choose the URL that you want someone to share. And we'll display this on our blog. Click to tweet. This is a tool that works incredibly well for sort of statistics and perhaps quotes of influencers. So when a user clicks this widget, they're going to be taken over to Twitter, and this text will automatically be input into the tweet box, and then the user simply needs to click tweet, and it will be going out to all of their followers. So for example, we could say, did you know 98% of website visitors leave your website without taking action? Fix this with Notifier. And then so this is now going to tag our Twitter account, and here we're giving a statistic. It's a true statistic, so it's quite an interesting fact. People are quite likely to share this, and we can drive traffic to our Twitter page, or we could also add in a link to a blog post, and that's again going to drive traffic back to us. Social share bar is yeah, quite simply a sticky social share bar that will appear on the side of your website. So this is quite a similar tool to something like Add This. Of course, it's very popular for increasing sort of blog traffic and increasing sort of social shares and boosting SEO through social signals. So it's a very good tool to use. It has been on page for 1 second or even 0 seconds. So we'll instantly display this on the left-hand side of our website. Emoji Feedback is our latest tool. This is very sort of widely requested. So we could either use this for collecting product feedback or actual web page feedback on design or something along those lines. And the text here is sort of dynamic. So if someone clicks the angry text label, we could say, how can we improve? And then they can submit their name and email, and in the bottom they can give a bit more information and submit the form there. So as they're submitting their sort of name and email, if they're submitting feedback to you, it makes it very easy for you to sort of follow up on this. Perhaps based on the feedback you receive, you could use Zapier and add them to a specific email sequence to sort of combat their reservations or go back to them on feedback on your product. And finally, we have our legal notification. So this is just something that's quite widely requested. It's not directly related to growth in any way at all. It just saves people using another external plugin for displaying their cookie policy. So by using this website, you agree to cookies, and then we would just link out to our cookie policy. And yeah, it saves you just having another tool installed in your website, which is going to reduce page load times. So that is literally going through every single widget. I don't know, I think it maybe took me 10 minutes to go through all of these. We now have an active campaign. Obviously, you're not going to use every single widget that we have on one particular page, because it's just going to be too many tools in one spot. So it's going to take away from the user experience. At most, I recommend perhaps 2 to 3 widgets on a sort of landing page, just because you don't want to take away from the user experience. We're trying to engage and improve user experience, not take away from it. And now we'll just launch the campaign. It's just going to be a very quick demo with a lot of widgets displaying on our homepage. So it's also worth mentioning to make sure that Notifier doesn't take away from your page load time at all. We wait for your entire website to load before we display any widgets at all. So it's not going to affect your page speed at all. The Notifier script also takes 150 milliseconds to load, so it's not even noticeable. And on top of that, we have one of the fastest load times in the industry. Most of our competitors take double that to load a script on your website. Not to mention, if you're using multiple tools, you're going to be decreasing the amount of time it takes your page to load. Notifier completely solves that issue for you, and on average, reducing your page load time by 1 second, so a very minuscule amount, will reduce your bounce rate by 10%. So it has quite a significant impact on user experience. So here you can see a few of the widgets that we've set up in action. My face is covering the social proof notification there. We have the announcement that we made here, and we also have the social share widgets on the side. And I can also give you a quick example of how we're using a few tools on our blog. So again, we're going to wait for the whole page to load before we load any of our widgets to make sure we don't take away from user performance. From page performance, sorry. And here we have Emoji Feedback tools for collecting feedback from our latest blog posts, so trying to understand what users liked about the feedback. So what users liked about our blog post. And this just gives us quite insightful metrics into what type of content our audience like to see, and it allows us to put out better content in future, giving the user a better experience, which is obviously better for us. Love this post, and that is going to be submitted and come through to our email. Also, this social share bar on the side makes it very easy for users to share our latest blog posts, bringing more traffic back into us. So that is a sort of key overview of Notifier. Here you can see all of the widgets that we have. Hello bar, this tool up the top here. Yeah, like I said, you don't want to be using quite this many as it's going to take away from the user experience, but that's just a quick example of our tools in action. So as I mentioned, we're a sort of full funnel marketing solution, which is quite unique. I don't know a single other tool that covers all areas of the funnel of your customers. Intercom do this quite well, but we're in this, we cover sort of different areas. And Notifier is designed to be sort of very quick optimizations or growth hacks that you can implement into your website. You know, we've already built them, we've designed them for you, and we offer sort of template text based on what we've seen working. And essentially it works by making sort of small but measurable changes. For example, by using social proof here on your landing page, if you're able to increase your activation rate by 15-20%, okay, that's definitely a win. Then if we're able to use email collection to start collecting more leads for you, and you're able to bring back visitors and increase acquisition by another 15% there. And then using a call to action card to drive people to a sign up page, perhaps there's another 15% boost that we can gain for you there on user acquisition. Already we're looking at about a 50 to 60% increase in conversion rates just from adding a few different plugins into your homepage. So a 50% increase in conversion rate is literally growing the speed that your business is growing by 50%. And you're able to do this with a few different plugins that can be installed and set up in a matter of minutes. So they're very easy and quick optimizations that are built to drive results. One question I do also get quite a lot is, can we fake social proof data? The answer to that is no. We're trying to build a powerful marketing platform that empowers honest marketers to increase growth. We're not trying to build sort of manipulative marketing tools. Number one, I don't believe in it, and also from a legal standpoint, I don't think you're legally allowed to do it. But even if we were, it's not something that I'm looking to increase. And also by building out an honest marketing platform, if people know you're displaying fake data, it takes away from the credibility of social proof, which is why we don't allow people to do it. We display real-time actions being taken on your website. Now, to get started with Notifier, it's a very simple installation. You would literally copy this script into your website, preferably into the head tag. Like I said, it's going to have no impact on page load times, as we load asynchronously and we wait for your entire website to be loaded before we start sending out requests. So there's going to be no impact on that whatsoever. And here you can see last page view was tracked 2 minutes ago. This is also our sort of analytics. So here you can see my current plan, how many notifications I've used, and how long until my plan resets. We've also built out our support page, our analytics page, which is going to show you how many visitors we've tracked, number of impressions that our widgets have received, engagement on widgets, and the overall conversion rate. So here you can see the tool that is displaying the most for us is conversion summary, and we can choose the dates that we want to display from as it loads. So yeah, excellent conversion rate. On top of that, like I said, we're sort of releasing new tools every single week. On average, we release between 2 to 3 new widgets every week, and we're a very sort of customer-centric platform. So we really value what our users are saying, and suggestions and ideas and optimizations that they bring to the table. So we have our Notifier public roadmap, which is fully everyone is able to interact with it. All of our users are constantly posting new suggestions for ideas and tools that they would like to see released. And it also gives us new ideas for sort of marketing tools that we can release as well. So you can literally upvote on tools that you would like to see released. For example, Platformly is an email automation tool that a lot of our users would like to see released. So you can upvote it. And then that is how we're sort of prioritizing our development efforts. So yeah, that is a complete overview of Notifier, our widgets, and the tools that we offer. It is absolutely free to get started. You can literally choose our free plan and you can get started with 1,000 notifications every single month. Notify can be used across unlimited different websites. So if you want to collect data, for example, from your blog and then display it on a separate landing page, it's completely possible to do that. And if you're looking to set up sort of multiple campaigns, then our paid plans start from $9 per month. So like I said, we're not here trying to just churn over as much money as possible. We're completely bootstrapped, completely self-funded. I've literally paid to get this platform off the ground, and we've been working on it for about a year now. And we don't have any external investors or sort of people looking for a sort of big payday, which is how we're able to remain very sort of user-centric and offer sort of very cheap tools that deliver results for your website. On top of that, quite an interesting thing that I realized the other day is that we actually had a number of different bloggers who are working with us and using our sort of tools. And by leaving branding on our widgets, we automatically attach your affiliate code. So whenever someone clicks through on your branding and signs up for an account with us, we offer 50% commission. So it's very fair, I believe, in offering a very sort of fair commission scheme. We benefit and the user benefits as well. So anyone who clicks through your branding and signs up, you're going to receive 50% commission from all sales that are made through that. And as it's a subscription, you're going to receive this commission literally every single month. So it's quite an easy way to add another revenue stream into your business, and obviously it's our way of saying thank you for helping us grow and acquire users. On top of that, yeah, of course you can invite friends and get people to sign up as another way to sort of earn money. We do have people earning a full-time income now from Notifier, which is quite impressive because we have some full-time affiliate marketers working with us. So yeah, that is the complete Notifier platform. If there's anything that you felt was missing, any tools that you'd like to see released, or ideas and optimizations that you think can help us improve, please do let me know. We're always available on Intercom. We offer 24/7 support, so please do feel free to reach out to us and let us know. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the platform.